Meet the Pittsburgh Steelers' newest up-and-coming safety, Trenton Thompson. So, Trenton Thompson, he's been on the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad for quite a while now, and just recently he's been getting some playing time because of the injuries the Steelers have been dealing with at the safety position, with Keanu Neal being on IR and Minkah Fitzpatrick being out with a hamstring injury. So, Trenton Thompson has gotten the call, and he's seen quite a few snaps at the safety position. And just this past week, against the Cincinnati Bengals, he got his first career interception at the NFL level in the regular season. He had another interception in the preseason in his first game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's really shown out in his very limited opportunities that he's had so far in his career with the Steelers. So I decided today's the day to talk about him and give you kind of the background information you need to know about this safety and what he could bring to the Steelers and what he has come from in his career so far. So to start off, Thompson, he's played his college football at the San Diego State before signing with the New York Giants as an undrafted free agent in 2022. He also played 12 special team snaps in New York's Week 12 loss to Dallas Cowboys last year, but the 6'1", 196-pound safety was waived. And at San Diego State, he made his first team All-Mountain West in 2021 and was also a team captain for them. He had 44 tackles, 3 interceptions, 15 pass breakups in 14 career starts for his team. And on special teams, he also had 2 field goal blocks at SDSU. And right now, if you didn't know, he's wearing number 17 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thompson was signed by the Steelers in the middle of training camp. He spent the whole season on the practice squad until being elevated to the 53-man roster for the Green Bay Packers game. And then, standing on the sidelines for most of the game, he took the field for the team's final defensive stand to close out the win. And then, just this past week, Trenton Thompson played a lot more and was given a way more opportunity. And what did he do with his opportunity? He made the most of it. He had a team-high 5 tackles against the Bengals and also added an interception where he was able to jump a pass, read the quarterback's eyes, and get the Pittsburgh Steelers a much-needed turnover to give the offense a short field. So in his limited opportunities the past 2 weeks against the Packers and then the Bengals, he was able to make the most of it, and now moving forward, he may even be able to see the field more because of the continued injuries and because of his play that he's put on tape. After the game, Trenton Thompson was talking to the media and was asked about his game and what he brings at the safety position, and this is how he described his own game. Rangy, I think just an all-around safety. I tackle, that's one thing I've always been told. I tackle hard, and I think I'm pretty good at a coverage safety. I get the job done. So, that's how Trenton Thompson describes his own game and his play style. Well, not only has he been balling out on the field, but he's also got some praise from people within the organization. TJ Watt saying this about him. Trent's been balling. He really has. No one's surprised by his success. He had a phenomenal preseason, a guy that has come in and not doing a whole lot of talking. He's trying to learn as much as possible, and he's performing, and credit to him. So, that's what TJ Watt had to say after the game this past week against the Bengals. And you look at Trenton Thompson, TJ Watt is right. He came into the preseason with not much expectations for him. He's more looked at as probably just a camp body, someone who's coming in to play in the preseason and then probably just be cut. But what did he do? He made the most of his opportunity. He played really well in the preseason, and the Pittsburgh Steelers gave him a chance and signed him to the practice squad. And then when injuries happen, he gets elevated, and once again, he makes the most of his opportunity. So TJ Watt says that he's come in and had some success, and they're not surprised to it. He's working hard. He's keeping his head down. He's not talking too much. He's taking in all the information and is able to play well when given the opportunity. And that's credit to him, just like TJ Watt says. So not only is the Defensive Player of the Year TJ Watt giving him credit, you also look at Mike Tomlin's comments after the game as well, and he's also giving Trenton Thompson credit. Here's what he had to say. Coach Tomlin: "You know, one man's misfortune is another man's opportunity, and efforts like Trent's make that real. And so we are really appreciative of it. I just think that that's what team is about, particularly over the course of a journey that is a season. There's going to be opportunities for people to ascend and to change the perceptions of who they are professionally. And this guy's been really excited about the opportunity. We're excited for him, and he has delivered." So, looking at that quote from Mike Tomlin, that's a big praise. That's big praise, especially from your coach who's been there for 15 plus years and has been one of the all-time best as a coach in the NFL. So, Trenton Thompson, just like Mike Tomlin said, he comes in and he's kind of playing because of injuries, but he's making the best of it. You don't know what's going to happen in this league. Injuries could happen at any time, and you have to be ready. Even though you're not expecting to play every given week, he's probably sitting on the practice squad, not expecting to see a game action at all. But Minka Fitzpatrick gets injured. Keanu Neal gets injured. Elijah Riley gets injured. And all of a sudden, you're thrown into game action and having to play and be a part of this team. And he's made the most of it, and Mike Tomlin sees that and sees the misfortune because of the injuries as Trenton Thompson's opportunity. And now moving forward, he's going to be given even more opportunity because of his efforts. So, not only did Mike Tomlin have good things to say about him, not only did TJ Watt, but the defense coordinator, Terrell Austin, also had this to say about Trenton Thompson's performance. Here's the quote: "It says a lot about a young guy's preparation and being ready for his moment. Some guys, they're not ready for their moment, and it comes and they go in and they lay an egg. He was ready for his moment. We thought he performed well. He did a lot of really good things. And now the big thing is, can he continue to build on that and continue to accelerate his development as a player?" So that's what he had to say. And once again, he's building based off what Mike Tomlin said. Basically, he's come in and he's worked hard. He's kept his head down and he performed well. He did not lay an egg and he showed out. And he's showing that he was ready for the moment and he just stayed ready given his opportunity. Opportunities come, opportunities go for some players. Some players don't make the most of it, but Trenton Thompson did, and that's why moving forward, he'll have a role on this team. One last thing I want to share with you before I end this video is what Patrick Peterson had to say about Trenton Thompson, because he said that he has a knack for the football. And that's exactly what safeties are supposed to do. What are safeties supposed to do? He described his role. Trenton Thompson said that he's a good tackler and he's a hard hitter. And what did Patrick Peterson say? He's a knack for the football. So those two things go hand to hand, especially for the safety position. Be a lurker of the football, make plays, make interceptions, but be able to come down and make a tackle. And that's exactly what Trenton Thompson is described as. A pure safety. He makes the tackle as described by himself, and he's a knack for the football as described by Patrick Peterson. And when guys are going out of their way to talk about you as a player, like Patrick Peterson has, they don't have to do that. They don't have to give you the praise. TJ Watt doesn't have to. Mike Tomlin doesn't have to. Terrell Austin doesn't have to, but they see the work ethic that you're putting in. They see the performance that you're putting out on the field. You're making the most of it, and you're doing a good job, and that's why they give you the praise. They seen you working hard, and it paid off. So, the only reason I'm basically making this video right now on Trenton Thompson is because on the preseason, when he got his first game action against the Buccaneers and just throughout the preseason in general, I just really liked how he played as a safety. And even though I wasn't expecting him to see much playing time, I just really liked what he was bringing on the football field in his limited opportunities against the backups. He knew that he was playing against backups, But even though you're playing against backups and guys who aren't going to see the field first in a regular season game, you make the most out of it and you show out. And that's what he did. He earned a spot on the Steelers practice squad and he went from there. And now that he's given the opportunity on game day, I just thought I would make this video and can kind of give you guys some background information in his college career, where he's come from, and maybe what he could bring to the Steelers now. You probably didn't know much of him, so I just hope that this video kind of gave you an understanding what he's all about and what his teammates and his coaches think he's all about as well. And hopefully he continues to build off that success and have another good week this week against the Arizona Cardinals. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. But let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about Trenton Thompson moving forward? And do you believe that he's a rising player on this Pittsburgh Steelers squad and a stud? Because I really do think he could be a really good safety in this league if he's continued to given a chance. But with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like serious content, analysis, reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. I cover everything Pittsburgh Steelers, and if you want to stay updated with everything and get the news right away, whether that be reactions, film breakdowns, or is breaking news, or covering players like this, turn on notifications, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.